Hey guys, welcome to Tasty Treats with Teresa. Tonight we are doing prep work. When you talk about prep work, people like freak out and think, oh no, I gotta cook like everybody's meal. Hold on a second. Now you can see me. You think, oh, when you think prep meal, everyone thinks, oh, it's so much work and there's so much little things that's gotta get done. A prep meal could be as easy as making your kids peanut butter and jelly sandwich the night before. I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge deal. Tonight, it's a huge deal. But I'm just going to show you, prep work does not mean that you're going to have to panic about it. So tonight, we're going to make 5 meals tonight. And all these meals will go in the freezer. And whenever you're in a hurry, they'll go right into your quick cooker. So before we get started, I want to talk about the quick cooker and tell you some things about it. Obviously, the handles are on the bottom, so it's easier to move around. So that way you don't have to worry about it spilling or anything. Yes, it is a pressure cooker. It's got 14 pre-settings on it already. It does just about everything that you need in your kitchen. This is the best part right here. This is the pressure release button, and here's where your pressure comes out. So your fingers aren't even near it whenever the steam comes out. So that's one of the best features. The pot, the 6-quart pot, and the ring are dishwasher safe. So you can just stick them in the dishwasher when you're done. Anybody who ever cooks with pressure cooker, they always say, I'll cook a fish in here, then I'll cook my cake, and now my cake tastes like fish. Because it's in this ring. So you need to wash this ring all the time. So this is our the quick cooker. It stays cool. The body stays really cool. Doesn't matter where you touch it other than obviously where the steam comes out. But it stays really cool. It comes with your trivet and it comes with the recipe book. So you're all set. It usually runs $240. But if you book a party, you get one item for 60% off. So that makes it $96. So, you're getting a lot of features for a really cheap price. So, let me move this out of the way and we will start meal prepping. Now, secret to meal prepping is, first of all, get everything together. Well, actually, first thing is find the recipes that your family likes. So tonight I've got 5 recipes here that I know my family likes. And we're going to put them in the freezer. So the best way to do that, obviously, write out the recipe first. Then get a sandwich bag or a snack. I found some really big snack bags. So those work too. Put your recipe in there. So now you have your recipe, how to do it, everything that you use. Everything's all together. And the best part about these recipes is it also gives you suggestions on what to serve it with. So like we're going to start with barbecue chicken. It says here, how to thaw it, how long to cook it in the quick cooker, which isn't long, 15 minutes. And then serve it with some potatoes or rice or green beans. There you go, your dinner's ready and you don't have to think about what else do I need to put together. So you got your recipes, bag them up. I'll show you why here in a little bit, but we're going to bag them up to keep them safe and get everything out that you need. All your ingredients. Most of these ingredients doesn't take much prep work. Most of it just open and dump. So that makes it very easy and simple. So Saturday morning when your family's still kind of moseying around, get all your stuff together, throw it all together, stick it in the freezer. Dinner's done for the week. Then on that night, you look at your calendar and you're like, oh, Thursday night, Tommy's got practice and we're not going to have time to get from work to here. So Thursday night or Wednesday night, take the dinner out, put it in the refrigerator. Thursday you get home from work, stick it in their quick cooker, dinner's ready, and then you can get Tommy where he needs to be. So we're going to start with some barbecue chicken. I've got 6 chicken breasts in here. Here's a little tip. Get something to put your food in so that the bags will stand up because it's such a pain trying to hold the bag open, try to put your food in. So get something to put your bags in and have a scrap bucket. This is just an old butter dish. You can throw your garbage in that. You can throw your food scraps. This is actually my chicken bucket for my chickens. So it's just going to have food scraps in it. Have your garbage can nearby. So because this is a lot of dump food tonight, so you need a garbage can nearby. So you got my 6 chicken thighs in there. I need 2 cups of barbecue sauce, which is basically a whole jar of barbecue sauce. So we're just going to dump that in there. So what are you all fixing for dinner tonight? Because obviously I'm not fixing dinner yet. Just going to do some prep here. This is the greatest tool ever. Get a fork, pull that little tab thing out. Goes in the garbage. So we'll put the barbecue in here, and you all know barbecue takes forever. So what do you guys have for dinner tonight? Because this is what we're having. We're just going to throw a bunch of stuff together and we'll figure it out. This is also if you're in the same boat that I am and your kids are grown and your kids are gone. This weekend my kids are coming home. So this weekend my kids will be getting one of these meals, or I might be nice enough to say here and grab a meal out of the freezer and send it home with them. So we'll see. So I only know one of my kids has a cooker like this. So the recipe calls for chicken, the barbecue, and a bag of corn. So I got scissors laying here. Stick the corn in there. And guess what? Dinner for one night is done. You get all the air out as much as you can. Now, we got that in a baggie. Get another baggie. This way it doesn't leak or make a mess. Stick that in your baggie. And now your recipe, which is in your Ziploc bag so it doesn't get wet or damaged and you can reuse it later. Put it in there too. And one dinner is completely done. That's it. Done. So, these will all go in the freezer when we get the show done here in a little bit. So, let's set them over here out of the way. So, now to dinner number 2, which is a buffalo ranch chicken. Like I said, these are very simple. If you have price cutters in your area this week, they're having 10 pounds of chicken for $10, so it's $1 a pound. So this would be a good time to buy that and stock up. Have your meal, your food ready. So we need 6 boneless chicken. I want to count that as 2 because it's so big. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Wash my hands so that's greasy, nasty chicken blood on it. My hands. So 6 boneless chicken, 1 cup of hot sauce, which is here. These are the measuring cups from the kids pack. If you ever look in our catalog, we have a whole section just for kids, and they actually have really good, nice stuff. Really big bowl that has a nice handle and doesn't spill, so that would be a good one. Even I've heard people say they buy that for their grandma so she doesn't spill when she's mixing stuff. And it's really big. I think it's 6-7 quarts. It's really nice. So there's that. So you just use whatever barbecue or hot sauce you've got, whatever your family likes. This happens to be Frank's because that's what my son had. Ranch, just the ranch packets. Dump it in there. Like I said, this is just simple. Dump it, done. Can't complain when it's that simple, right? Everyone's got time to just open and dump. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of butter. And I'm not going to cut it up or anything, just going to leave it whole because it's going right into the freezer anyway. A 1/2 cup of water. Have to use this because I don't have. Nope, too much. Of course, these are the measure-alls. You all know I love my measure-alls. I use them for everything. If you can see here, the blue is for liquid. The red is for dry ingredients. We'll be using that side here in a little bit. And we need 1 stalk of celery chopped up. So what I'm going to do, I got the celery here. We're going to use, put that in a chicken bucket, a food chopper. Now this thing, I bet you didn't know this, but Pampered Chef has been around now for 40 years. Hard to believe it's been that long. But this item has been in the catalog for 40 years. Does that not tell you that it's great and it works? It's one of the best items out there. Of course, being a lazy person like I am, it's dishwasher safe, so that makes it even better. We're going to put that stalk of celery in there. So what are you all doing tonight? Anything amazing? Anything good? It is the new year, so let's start the new year off good. We're going to start the new year with a freezer full of food that it doesn't have now. So we got the celery in there. And what was the last ingredient? A bag of carrots. Did you believe that Walmart is sold out of carrots? So I'm using this. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it's got beets and carrots and parsnips and sweet potatoes. I guess we'll find out. Where'd I put the scissors? So, I guess we'll live and learn and see if it's any good. I see the beets in there. We'll dump that in there. And there you go. Dinner number 2 is done. Quick and easy. Get another baggie. Like I said, this is just a dump meal. Makes it quick and easy for you. And you know, obviously we've already made a couple meals and it hasn't taken long. Just a few minutes. So but like I said, look at your calendar. See what your calendar looks like. Do you have practices coming up? Do you have a game on Saturday? Do you have church on Sunday and you don't have time on Sundays to cook? Whatever your schedule may be, this is a good time to go ahead and stock up, stock your freezer up, get it ready, and your dinner's ready and you've got a healthy meal for your family. You don't have to grab fast food every night. And your kids are going to love it because Mom made it. All right, the next recipe is not a chicken recipe. See, not everything has to be chicken. Beef stroganoff. Obviously, beef stroganoff, you make it with egg noodles. You're not going to put the egg noodles in here. You'll cook that the day of. So that makes it a little easier. I got 1 pound of hamburger here that I browned earlier today. Maybe. There it goes. Less mess. Don't have to touch it. Cream and mushroom soup. I'm going to show you our cool can opener, but I can't do that when they have these pop tops on it, do they? Well, I can because the pop top, that's what this little thing hook here is on the side, is for to pull the pop tops off. So if you have any issues, can't really grab that or whatever, the can opener has that little thing on the side for that. So put that aside. I got out the skinny scraper because it fits perfectly in these cans. Dump it in there. Make sure we got it all. So when you do meal prep, you can go all out and make like 3 lasagnas, stick them in the freezer. You're good to go for church dinners or whatever. You can go as easy as, cutting up some vegetables so you'll have a snack to eat around the house. Whatever you want to make it, you can make it whatever you want. All right, the recipe calls for 1 can, and I didn't buy a can. I bought the big one, so I just need half of this. So yeah, you don't, I see a lot of people say, oh, meal prep. Oh no, that's too scary. It's not scary. Just calm. First of all, take a deep breath like I tell my kids. And it's not that hard. Baby steps. Baby steps make life so much easier. So don't panic and think you have to cook 50 meals and be done once a month cooking, which I have done that too, but you know, don't hurt yourself. Just do whatever you feel comfortable with. Start small and work your way up. Okay, 1 package of brown gravy mix. So how do you all meal prep? Do you do anything special at your house? Anything that make life a little easier for you? 1 bag of... Y'all are quiet tonight. No one's want to talk, huh? That's all right. I guess I can talk for another 20 minutes. So there's the beef stroganoff. It's done. I'll have to get some more baggies, huh? So yeah, but meals are simple. You don't have to really hurt yourself and panic. I've tried the once a month cooking. It was nice to have dinner all in the freezer and don't have to worry about it every night. But some of the meals my kids were not interested in at all. Some of it they wanted more of, and so I had to adjust. And then of course we had those, we have to go out to eat, or we have to go to grandma's, or we have to go, so we had a lot of meals in the freezer for more than a month. So there was other events that came up. So, hey look guys, we've already done 3, we got 2 more to go. Well, dinner's almost done. This is going to be a lemon garlic chicken. This a little closer. So this calls for only 3 chicken breasts. And like I said, I bought a 10-pound bag, and I didn't use all 10 pounds. I've got a couple breasts in the oven, and I'll have it for salad or something else later this week, and it'll already be cooked and ready to go. So, see, there's another meal out of the way, and I'm not doing anything special. I'm just sitting here preparing dinner with you. So now, okay, lemon garlic calls for, obviously, garlic. I need 2 cloves. Of course, we get to use the garlic press. Now, the special thing about our garlic press, you can see it's got like a matte color to it. It actually has a special coating on it. It is dishwasher safe, which is great. But this way it keeps the garlic smell off your hands. So when you're using it, if you get garlic, just kind of rub your hands on it. It takes the smell away. So that's pretty cool. And it's not that expensive, so it's really nice to have in the house. So we'll stick that in there. There we go. And get your little brush. Call it the little Barbie brush with it. And just scrape your garlic in there. And then all your garbage is right there together. So it's easy to clean. And I think, hold on, I think I need it one more time. Garlic, olive oil. Need 1/4 of a cup of olive oil. And 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes. Hey guys, thanks for joining me tonight. Where'd I put my cups? I got everything spread out. Here, there it is. This is our measure cup set. $10 for 2, and that's everything. This is everything you need from, what's the smallest? 1/4 of a teaspoon up to 1 tablespoon in these 2 cups, so makes it easy. I just need a tablespoon of parsley flakes. Dump that in there. And 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So this is, I think this one's $10 for this too. Or you can get the complete set that goes 1/8 teaspoon, which is like a dash. When a recipe calls for a dash, it's really 1/8 of a teaspoon, up to a tablespoon. I'm going to use these for the liquid ones because they stand up. So it makes it easier to pour and you don't have to worry about it going everywhere. So this calls for 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Did you see that? I don't believe I just did that. Where's my magic fork that takes the little pop thing out? There we go. There's 1. 2. And 3. Put the little pop thing back in there. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now somewhere in this brown sugar, somewhere, oh there it is, way down in the bottom, is the brown sugar savers that we sell. It keeps it nice and moist. You get a set of 2 for, I think they're $10, and they're really great. See if I can dig it out of there, because obviously it keeps it very moist. It's way down there. There it is. You get a set of 2 of these, and obviously it keeps everything nice and moist. You get these in a package. You put it in water for, I think it's 5 minutes. It's not very long. You just get it wet, and then you dump it in here. Just throw it in, and that's all you gotta do. And that's it. Now it'll take, I had some really old brown sugar, and it was like a big ball. It wouldn't, I couldn't cut it, I couldn't stab it with a knife, I couldn't do anything. I put that with it, let it sit overnight. It was soft as a baby. So it does work. And they're cheap, so you know, you got a nice little gift if you need to buy a gift for somebody getting married or something. That was a nice little one to get. And they'll think about you every time they make cookies or something. All right, so I need 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 bag of frozen broccoli. And guys, look, everything's pretty much done. We've already made all these meals. So dinner's quick and easy. And all you've got 1 mess to clean up after all your kids, or after all your stuff that you're busy doing. You're only going to have to clean up 1 meal or 1 mess instead of a mess every night. Because when you're done, this goes in the quick cooker. Turn it on. The quick cooker's dishwasher safe. So dinner's done. And you don't have to worry about the big old mess in your kitchen. So there's the lemon garlic. It says when it's done, serve it with some wild rice. And we got 1 more to go, guys. And I will stick these down out of bags. Hold on. I just used my last baggie. We're going to make a zesty Italian chicken. Very quick and easy. Then I can throw all these dishes in the sink, or in the dishwashers where they're actually going to go. So we need 3 boneless chicken. That's a little one, so I'm going to put 4 in there. And turn that off because I got chicken in there too, remember? And I got my 4 boneless chicken, 1 bottle of Zesty Italian dressing. Very easy. They safety seal, and then they safety seal, and then it's safety sealed. I don't think anyone's going to get into the Italian dressing. Done. 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. 1 teaspoon, that's this one. Dump. 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. But we're just going to use the garlic press because it's already out. And might as well use it, right? Dump the garlic in there. Now, if you're really good at meal prepping, you would go ahead and mince all your garlic all at once. You would get all your seasonings out all at once. And then all you have to do is just dump it all together. But we don't need to do that. Baby steps, remember, baby steps. Pull that garlic fuzz out. Put that in there. And 1 bag of vegetables. That's it. Now, in the 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we've made 6 meals. Your dinner's done for the week. And it only took you half an hour. And we're good to go. So, that you can meal prep. It's very easy to meal prep. It doesn't take that long. And your family will be happy. So guys, I appreciate you coming and joining me tonight. Sometimes I feel like I'm just yakking to myself. But tonight you guys are all here, so thank you. And now all I gotta do is stick all these in the freezer. And dinner is done. And I gotta get the chicken breast out of the oven. It's done. Hold on, let me get the thermometer. Because what do I always say? You gotta check your meat to make sure it's healthy and you don't want to get anybody sick. So we gotta make sure it's at least 165. Got me a pot holder. Now normally, if I was, well obviously I'm at home, but if I'm at home by myself and not filming for you all, have the radio blaring, we'd be dancing around the kitchen, having a ball. My dog's gonna get all that white juicy stuff right there. He'll be in heaven. So there you guys go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals, 6 here if you count the chicken that we can just put on salad or whatever. Dinner's done in a half an hour. 6 dinners, half an hour. So you guys, you can meal prep. If you need any help, call me. I will help you in whatever steps I can. And like I said, all this is going to go in the dishwasher, done. I don't have to worry about a messy kitchen for the rest of the week. So thank you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.